Hello students, in this part we'll be studying ionic and covalent bonding, which is the basic concept in chemical bonding. We'll be studying the two types of chemical bonding, ionic and covalent, with concepts lying behind the reason why the atoms they do participate in chemical bonding. Now we'll see two types of bonding, ionic and covalent bonding. Here you see formation of ionic bond, how it is getting formed. Na, sodium atom, has the configuration, electronic configuration as Ne3s1. The last electron it enters in the s orbital. Now how it forms ionic bond we'll see. In case of ionic bond, electrons from one atom is lost and gained to the another atom. Here in the formation of NaCl, Na is donating one electron to form Na plus ion. This is a ion. To get the electronic configuration of Ne, which is again inert gas configuration. If you see Cl, this electron which sodium has donated is accepted by Cl atom to complete its octet of argon, which is again an inert gas. And it is in this way that Na plus and Cl minus they both combine and form NaCl. This type of bonding is called ionic bonding. Now we'll study ionic bonding with an example or with a video first. See what happens in ionic bonding. Suppose there are two atoms. First atom Na, the valence number of electron is 1. It has to complete its octet, right? In case of Cl, the valence electron is 7. They both have to complete their octet. How they will complete their octet? What happens? Na, to get the octet level configuration of neon, it will donate one electron and it will form Na plus ions, and that electron Cl atom, chlorine atom, will accept to form a Cl negative anion. So one becomes cation, one becomes anions, and oppositely charged particles they attract each other. Similarly, you can use the concept here that Na plus and Cl minus will form ionic bonding. Let's see now hydrogen. Hydrogen is having 1, so it needs 1 more. Oxygen is having 6 valence electrons, so it needs 2 more. Now how they will form the bond? They will now do it by using covalent bonding. In case of covalent bonding, there is sharing of electrons. So one hydrogen is completing its doublet here. But what about oxygen? It needs 1 more electron to get its octet complete. So what it will do? It will combine with 1 more hydrogen atom. So here both hydrogen complete their doublet and oxygen complete their octet. That's how a covalent bond gets formed between two. So in case of ionic bond, we studied that there is donation of 1 electron and acceptation of 1 electron, and covalent bonding there is sharing of electrons to complete their octet. So this is what octet rule says, that according to the electronic theory, of chemical bonding, the atoms can combine either by transfer of electrons, which I said that this is ionic bonding, from one atom to another, or by sharing of valence electrons to have complete their octet. This is covalent bonding. And they both do so as to complete their octet or the noble gas configuration, and they become more stable. So this is the reason of bond formation. That is why bonds are formed. More stable, that means lowest energy state. Lowest energy state at that time. Now we'll see this by an example. Covalent bonding, which I told you that it is sharing of electrons, valence electrons. If you recall, then electrons are divided into core electrons and valence electrons, but only valence electrons, they participate in the bond formation. These are the electronic configuration of sodium and bromine. In case of sodium and bromine, you see what happens, there will be again ionic bonding formation. But in bromine, if you see, they both will combine to give Br2. That will be in a shared pair. So in Br2 there will be covalent bonding. But in NABr there will be ionic bonding. So how a covalent bond is formed? It is formed by sharing of valence electron. As I said, octet gets completed up, and you have to take care that how these sharing electrons, or if you are making adjustment of electrons to complete their octet, then each and every species should complete their octet. If there is one pair getting shared, then I will say that it is a single bond formation. If I am having two pairs of electrons, then there is double bond. Similarly, if I have three pairs of electrons, then triple bond. Like in N2, which we see, there is triple bond. In O2, there will be double bond. See here between the water molecule. This molecule is having 2 H and 1 O, and they form covalent bond to form H2O. Similarly, here for NH3, if you see, N has 5 valence electrons, so it will have to combine with 3 hydrogen atoms. Here 2 hydrogen atoms, here 3 hydrogen atoms, and here 4 hydrogen atoms, so that doublet of hydrogen, why it will be as similar to the helium, and octet of, just a second, octet of others in a way to form of neon. Okay, so this is how covalent bonding takes place, and these are the covalent bond diagrams. So guys, we did study the two types of bonding, ionic and covalent bonding, with taking examples of NaCl, HCl, like that, right? We also see it by a video, how do they participate in chemical bonding. We saw that the reason was octet rule.